Quiet pain, a feeling left behind, doesn't usually scream. It whispers. You watch life move forward for others, while you feel stuck, unseen, almost invisible. You pray, you wait, and still, it feels like heaven is silent. Psalm 13:1 gives language to that ache. How long, Lord, will you forget me forever? If you've asked that, you're not weak. You're honest. Isaiah 49:14 says, Zion cried, the Lord has forsaken me, and God didn't shame that feeling. He answered Italiano, comparison creeps in, late at night. You wonder what you did wrong, why your season feels slower, quieter, heavier. Hear me clearly. This sadness doesn't mean you've been overlooked. It means you're human. It means you're longing for purpose and reassurance. You are not dramatic for feeling this way. You are not faithless for questioning. You are seen in this moment, even if it doesn't feel like it yet. Your pain is shared, sacred, and safely held by God. What if what you're calling delay is actually divine removal? What if God didn't slow you down, but quietly pulled you out before something broke you? Genesis 12:1 says the Lord told Abram to leave his country, his people, his father's house without a full map, just a promise. Abram wasn't behind. He was extracted. Proverbs 16:9 reminds us, in their hearts, humans plan their course, but the Lord establishes their steps. You planned to stay. God planned to move you, and He didn't always explain why. That's where the confusion comes from. You think you missed something, when in reality, God intervened. Falling behind feels shameful. Being pulled out feels intentional. Let that shift settle in your spirit. Heaven doesn't measure progress the way people do. God removes before damage, before compromise, before identity erosion. Sometimes, He steps in quietly, so you won't fight Him loudly. This isn't about punishment. It's about precision. God knows which environments will drain you, delay you, or define you wrongly. So He moved you. Sometimes God's protection doesn't announce itself. It slips in quietly, almost unnoticed. Psalm 91:1-3 says, the one who dwells in the shelter of the Most High rests under His shadow, delivered from hidden traps. Notice that word, hidden. You didn't see the danger, but God did. What felt like loss was actually covering. In Exodus 13:21, God led Israel with a pillar of cloud by day and fire by night. Not once did He leave them, even when the path felt strange. Silence is not absence. Quiet seasons are often when God is closest. He removes you gently, so you won't be traumatized by what you escaped. You didn't need an explanation. You needed protection. Hear me clearly. God shields loudly, even when He moves silently. He blocks doors you were emotionally attached to because He can see what's ahead. What you call confusion was divine supervision. What you call emptiness was God creating space. This removal wasn't abandonment. It was God standing between you and what would have harmed. God didn't let you stay where you were, because what felt familiar was quietly becoming harmful. Genesis 52:20 reminds us, you meant evil against me, but God meant it for good. Sometimes the place that once held you starts shaping you in ways that shrink you. You grieve it because it was comfortable. It knew your name. But comfort is not the same as calling. Isaiah 32:21 says, you will hear a voice behind you saying, this is the way, walk in it. When you turn left or right, that voice pulled you forward even while your heart wanted to stay. God saw erosion where you saw safety. He saw limitations where you felt loyalty. Staying would have cost you clarity, peace, faith. Leaving cost you familiarity, but it saved your future. It's okay to mourn what ended. Grief doesn't cancel obedience. But hear this gently. What was safe for a season was not sustainable for your destiny. God wasn't pushing you away. He was guiding you toward who you are. The hidden season feels like silence, but it is not stagnation. It is a workshop. Isaiah 48, banding 10 says, I have refined you, though not as silver. I have tested you in the furnace of affliction. Refining doesn't happen on stages. It happens in quiet heat. Jeremiah 18:1-6 shows the potter working the clay unseen, reshaping it when it collapses. That's you right now. Stillness doesn't mean nothing is happening. It means God's hands are close. You may feel isolated, overlooked, and unproductive, but God is adjusting your inner structure, strengthening what will carry future weight. Waiting rooms are passive. Workshops are intentional. In this season, God is correcting patterns, healing wounds, sharpening discernment. He's teaching you how to hear Him without noise, how to stand without applause. Don't rush this process. Seeds grow underground before they break soil. What feels slow is sacred. God always works deeply before He works publicly. This season is not delaying your life. It is designing it. And when you emerge, you won't just be visible. You weren't rejected. You were preserved. That truth heals places rejection tried to name. Romans 8:28 says God works all things together for good for those who love Him, even the things that felt personal and painful. John 15:16 reminds you, you did not choose me, but I chose you. People walked away, doors closed, invitations stopped, and you assumed something was wrong with you. But God never questioned your value. God in Italiano. Preservation often feels like rejection because it removes what you were attached to. But what was left was never meant to define you. What ended was not a verdict on your worth. It was God refusing to let you be mishandled, misused, or misunderstood. Hear me clearly. Rejection wounds the heart, but preservation protects the soul. God filtered your environment to keep your identity intact. You are not unwanted. You are set apart. What couldn't stay was not strong enough to steward who you are becoming today. You are not lost in this season. You are chosen. 1 Peter 2:9 calls you a chosen people, a royal priesthood, set apart to declare His light. That means this moment has meaning. Psalm 37:23 says the steps of the righteous are ordered by the Lord, even the quiet ones. You may feel unseen, but you are being led. You may feel unsure, but you are aligned. God is not confused about you. Heaven has not misplaced your story. You are a daughter of the King, a son formed with intention. This season is shaping your voice, steadying your heart, clarifying your boundaries. You are not wandering, you are being positioned. Let this settle in your spirit. You are not behind. You are on schedule. You are not abandoned. You are accompanied. And what God is ordering now will make sense. This quiet path is not a dead end. It is a runway. Habakkuk 2:3 says the vision awaits its appointed time, and though it lingers, it will not delay. What feels slow to you is perfectly timed to God. Isaiah 62:22 promises, at the right time I, the Lord, will make it happen. Right time, not rushed time. You're being led toward clarity, stability, and strength you didn't have before. This season is building roots so future fruit can last. The path feels narrow now, but it's leading to a wide impact. You won't have to explain what God did. It will speak for itself. One day you will look back and realize the quiet saved you from noise that would have distracted you. Stay faithful here. Stay obedient here. What's coming will arrive suddenly, but it's being prepared slowly. God is not late. He is intentional. And when He brings you forward, you'll be ready. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May His face shine upon you and give you peace. As Numbers 6:24-26 promises, I pray your anxious striving softens into trust. You are not late. You are not lost. You are being led. Let your shoulders rest. Let your heart breathe. God is holding what you cannot control. Surrender doesn't mean giving up. It means giving over. As you release this season to Him, may peace replace pressure, clarity replace fear, and hope rise again. Go gently. God is with you, ahead of you, and within you. Even now, always faithful.